10 signs you're destined for wealth. Ever thought becoming a millionaire was just a far-off dream? I used to think the same way, believing it could never happen to me. Turns out, getting rich is more doable than you might think, especially if you've got the right mindset. In today's video, we'll chat about some signs that you might be on the path to wealth. Let's dive in. 1. You began earning cash when you were young.
You know, a common trait among the wealthy is that they kicked off their money-making journey at a young age.
Take Mark Cuban for instance, he was selling garbage bags door to door at just 12. Then there's Warren Buffett who was hustling gum to his neighbors at the ripe age of 6. And don't forget Richard Branson, he was into raising and selling budgies by the time he hit 11. If you had that entrepreneurial spark as a kid, chances are you're on the millionaire track.
It's like it's in our genes and minds to always look for ways to grow financially.
2. You have great ambition. Were decent grades just not cutting it for you in school? Were you always aiming to be the top dog in whatever you took on? If you said yes to both, chances are you're on the road to richness. Millionaires have this thing about always aiming high. Making $1 million? That's not enough. They're eyeing that 10 million mark. Those who shoot for success are usually the ones ahead of their game, never missing deadlines and consistently hitting their goals. Ambitious folks find inspiration in their own excellence in achieving what they set out to do, and that's the reason why they end up wealthy. If you're not someone who's all about success, you might not be super ambitious. Think of ambition like those big dreams we have. It's the force that drives decisions and helps navigate tricky paths. In a way, it's a virtue because it stirs up that desire to get better. 3. You appear fantastic. I get that it might sound a bit biased, but research from Daniel Hammermish,
an economics professor at the University of Texas, backed this up.
According to him, good-looking folks tend to earn about 3 to 4% more than those who don't fall into the above-average appearance category. It might not sound like a huge deal, but over a lifetime, that's roughly an extra $200,000 in earnings. Hammermish found that attractive people often score bonus points in interviews and tend to be more successful in sales negotiations. 4. You approach things with a proactive mindset. Do you seize opportunities and believe you create your own luck?
Congratulations!
That action-oriented mindset is key to financial success. Waiting for the perfect time? It rarely comes. There are only opportunities. It's up to you to take them. Ideas are just ideas without action. How do you turn your ideas into action? Here is a short list of rules. Write everything down. Our brains aren't built to store endless data. They thrive when free to think, create connections, and imagine.
If we're constantly bogged down with thoughts, our brains can't function optimally.
To kickstart action, spill your thoughts onto paper or a digital document. Mind maps, scattered concepts, whatever works. This clears mental space, allowing you to concentrate on what truly matters. Break it down into individual steps. Break down your roadmap into stages, making them smaller for easier achievement. Highlight the crucial points, often known as milestones in project management. These are the non-negotiable steps on your journey. Concentrate on one step at a time. You don't need the entire path mapped out. It's okay to think in small, manageable steps. Begin with simple tasks. Once you've broken down your project into stages, here's a simple rule. Start with small, easy tasks. It's like getting a little boost to keep you going. Those small wins charge up your energy for the tougher moments. Set deadlines at intermediate stages. Assign each phase a realistic deadline, an actual date on your calendar. Make sure it's not too close to avoid discouragement, but not too distant either. Deadlines provide motivation. Set intermediate deadlines not just for the final result, but for today, tomorrow, and next week. This approach keeps you focused on immediate tasks to reach your ultimate goal. Review the progress at intermediate stages. Regularly assess your progress at each stage. Did you meet the deadline? Identify what wasn't achieved. Consider whether the project's course needs adjusting to catch up or if new deadlines are necessary. And most importantly, celebrate every milestone. Reward yourself. Keep moving forward with positive energy. Millionaires don't wait for the perfect time. They understand the best time to start earning is always now. Waiting around is a dream killer, so get moving. 5. You have an open and receptive mindset. But what does it mean to be open-minded? Well, an open-minded person is someone who's always ready for new ideas and different opinions. Being open-minded means being okay with hearing others' suggestions even if they don't match our own beliefs. After listening, the next step is deciding whether to accept or reject these ideas. People who aren't open-minded are inflexible or scared of change. They're closed off to different perspective. It's important to be open to opportunities because you never know when they might come up. If you don't consider them right away, you might miss out. That's why wealthy people always keep an eye out for innovative ideas. They're willing to change their minds if it means making money. The key is not to set limits. There are countless things you can do and goals to achieve if you open your eyes to the world and the opportunities around you. Remember what Warren Buffett said, opportunities don't come often. If it rains gold, put out a bucket, not a thimble. 6. You can manage to live within or below your financial limits. What sets millionaires apart is they know how to live without overspending. They don't show off fancy things. They drive practical cars, live in simple homes, and don't waste money on unnecessary luxuries. Ever get a work bonus and think of blowing it all on a fancy dinner? Many folks see it as a chance to splurge, but it's smarter to treat it like a regular paycheck. It's okay to spend on fun, just keep it in check. The rest is better used wisely, paying off debts or boosting your savings. That's why the rich keep getting richer. They invest in things that bring in money. The not-so-rich, though, often spend on things that cost them money like fancy clothes and cars. 7. You were guided by a mentor. It's no secret that the people you spend time with can impact your success. Think about it. If you're around negative or pessimistic folks, do you think they'll boost your motivation and positivity? In simple terms, if you aim for wealth, start hanging out with prosperous people. It not only keeps you motivated, but might lead you to a mentor who can guide you. Don't fret if you don't know a millionaire personally. Reach out via social media or email after meeting them at an event. Building a relationship can be key. Having a mentor is valuable at any stage in life, whether you have a job or not. They help you understand your ideal job, recognize your strengths, and guide you confidently in the professional world. A mentor is handy for seeking a professional opinion, grasping the dynamics of a new work environment, and making valuable connections for your career growth. 8. You have a positive outlook. How many people do you know who keep pitying themselves and always blame others? I bet they're not doing well economically, right? Millionaires don't dwell on problems. They don't whine and they don't point fingers. Instead, they embrace challenges and find ways to conquer them. As T. Harv Eker puts it, rich people believe they can create their own life. The poor feel that life is just something that happens. Optimistic folks can look ahead and enjoy better health than the average because they have self-esteem based on the belief that they can control events in their lives. By thinking positively about the future, they are less likely to feel anxious or stressed. 9. Occasionally, you enjoy a drink but you don't smoke. Did you know that men who say they drink earn 21% more than non-drinkers, and women who drink make 8% more than those who don't? Why? Well, it seems that alcohol boosts sociability, leading to more profits. Now, this doesn't mean you should start drinking. Jim Britt, author of Do This, Get Rich, suggests that people who don't drink might miss out on some social circles. But here's a common trait among the wealthy. They don't smoke. According to J.L. Zagorski, smokers spend a hefty amount on cigarettes. Over time, those packs can really eat into your earnings, money that could be better invested elsewhere. 10. It's not easy to make you angry. You've probably heard about anger control. It's the skill that lets you manage negative emotions and turn them to your advantage. Controlling anger doesn't mean you won't ever feel it. In some situations, anger is normal. The key to well-being is recognizing signs of anger and mastering strategies to stay positive and productive. Staying calm when anger takes over isn't easy. One common mistake is fixating on the problem instead of solutions. Instead of dwelling on what made you mad, focus on solving the problem. Those who maintain inner and outer calm, no matter the situation, have strong nerves and high stress resistance. If you're one of them, it reflects your inner maturity. Having a robust inner core increases your chances of success. In conclusion, don't be discouraged if you don't see yourself in some of these signs. Improvement is always possible, and learning how to become successful is within your reach. Just remember, if you truly want something, be willing to fight for it. Success isn't random. It comes from dedication and hard work. Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment.